Okay, so we're starting with the squat. The feet are going to start just outside shoulder width apart. The shoulders are going to roll back away from the ears, keep the chest nice and high. We're going to bend, break at the hips, so the hips go back and down. And on the upward phase, drive through your heels and squeeze your bum. So we'll just do that again. Bum just comes parallel to the floor, shoulders back, break, keep the abs nice and braced. So we're going to go for a reverse lunge with a reach back. Starting position, shoulders are back, abs are braced nice and tight, hands are hanging down by the sides. The first movement, you're going to step back with your right leg so that the left knee is bent at 90 degrees and the back leg is about 1 inch off the floor. The arms are going to come up and you're going to reach to the opposite side of that back leg. And then you're going to reverse that movement, so you're going to come back in and back to the starting position and repeat with the left leg. So the left leg comes back, 1 inch off the floor for that back knee, right knee bent at 90 degrees, reaching over to the other side, and we're just reversing that movement. The next exercise we've got is a wide grip push-up. We're going to start with the hands just wider than the shoulder width apart. We're going to lift up onto the toes, back stays nice, flat, long and strong, and we're going to lower the body so the chest gets just as close to the floor as possible and push back through the hands. And we'll repeat that, keeping the back nice and flat and the hips up. An option is to drop to the knees, and then we're just going to repeat that movement. So keeping the chest as close to the floor as possible, and then really engaging that core on the upward phase. Okay, so the next exercise is going to be a mountain climber. We're going to assume a press-up position, so the hands start under the chest, the back stays nice and flat, straight line from shoulder through to hip, down to ankle, and we're going to drive the right knee forwards into the chest and reverse, and then we're going to repeat the same with the left leg. And then as you get more and more confident with that movement, you can pick the speed up so that it almost comes into a little bit of a jog. The idea is the back stays nice and flat, the bum stays low, and the core stays engaged. So we've got a walking high knee. KT, you're going to stand tall with your feet shoulder width apart. Shoulders back, abs braced nice and tight. The first movement, the left knee is going to come as high as you can, and we're going to step forwards, and we're going to repeat on the other leg. It's driving that knee nice and high. An option if you're struggling for balance is to hold on to the knee as you move forwards, but it's all about driving that knee nice and high, bracing those abs, keeping those shoulders back.
The next exercise is a groiner. You're going to begin in a push-up position. Your hands underneath your shoulders, your legs out long. You need to brace your abs and squeeze your glutes. And then bring your right foot to the outside of your right hand. Drop your hips down towards your ankle. Bring it back and switch sides. And back to the middle, David, and relax. This is the inchworm. You're going to begin with your feet hip distance apart. Bring your hands down to the floor and keeping your legs straight, walk your hands away from your body, coming into a full press-up position, and then slowly walking your hands back towards your feet, keeping your legs straight and coming into standing. That's really nice, David. Well done. This is the elbow to foot lunge. Begin with your feet hip distance apart. Lunge forward on your right leg. Take your right elbow towards your right foot. Use your left arm on the floor to stabilise you and sink into the stretch. Good, David. Hold that stretch. And then step back into neutral and relax. This exercise is the bent over reach to sky. You're going to start with your feet hip distance apart. Softness through your knees. You're going to drop down towards the floor, leaving your arms nice and relaxed. And then reach up over your heads. Keep your eyes focused forwards and feel that stretch. And then relax back down to the bottom. Good. And then big stretch up overhead again. Good. And then return to neutral. Well done, David. Really good. This is the low side to side lunge. You're going to begin with your feet underneath your hips, then take your feet wider than your hips. Drop down onto one knee, take your hands to the same side by your foot, and then slowly walk your hands across, bending your knees as you go, and return to the other side. Good, David. Couple more reps. And as you lunge over to one knee, just remember to push your hips backwards to feel the stretch through your hamstrings. And then come back up into standing. Good, David, and bring your feet together. This is a sleeper stretch. You're going to begin by lying on your side with your head supported. Bend your bottom leg and take your top leg straight. Take your bottom arm and bend it to 90 degrees, and with your top arm, place the hand just above the wrist and apply gentle pressure towards the floor. As you're applying that pressure, hold the stretch and then relax. Good job, David, well done.
We're going to perform a shoulder circle. Okay, so just standing with a nice neutral, strong position. Okay, we're just going to lift the shoulders up to the ears and just roll back and down, and then the same again. This is just going to really mobilise the shoulder joint.
This exercise is the cat and camel stretch. David, if you're going to come down onto all fours. And what I'd like you to do is take a big deep breath in, tilt your lower ribs towards the floor, round your upper back up to the ceiling, and hold that stretch. And then exhale, and as you breathe out, drop your chest towards the floor, bring your chin up slightly, and feel the stretch through your back. Well done, David.